Shaq from the US.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I wanted to ask, as a Muslim, how do we deal with stress regarding school and getting into college and certain things like that? And is it discouraged to be even like stressed about these things?
This is something we cannot control, unfortunately. This is something that humans have. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ would often say in the dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazan wal-ajzi wal-kasal wal-bukhri wal-jubun wa dala'i ad-dayn wa ghalabati ar-rijal. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from al-ham, the worries of something that may come, wal-hazan, the sorrow of something that has gone. And individuals are usually stuck between a rock and a hard place, between things that happened in the past, Allah knows what's going to happen as a consequence, and things that may happen in the future, Allah knows how things are going to go. I am worried about my actions and their ripple effect that I've done in the past. And I'm worried about my rent, my children, how they'll be brought up, the future, and what it carries. So such things may definitely stress you, give you anxiety and panic attacks if you don't abide by the Quran and the Sunnah. And abiding by the Quran and Sunnah means that you believe in the 6 pillars of Iman, where the 6th pillar is to believe in Al-Qadr, the divine decree, whether good or bad. So as a Muslim, I believe that Allah has divinely decreed everything that is happening and that will happen till the day of judgment. And Allah divinely decreed this and wrote it down in the preserved tablet 50,000 years before Allah created the whole universe, which is million years ago. Everything is done. When I was born, when I'll die, where I would die, what are my provisions, what will happen today, what will happen tomorrow, every single thing. Picking up the pen, it's written. Dropping the pen, it's also written. When I acknowledge this, when I have the belief of such divine decrees, then I become more content. I become chill. Oh, your car downstairs was banged by a car. There was an accident. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I'll go down and check it out and alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. That's it. Aren't you gonna shout, scream? Aren't you gonna beat the other driver for wrecking your car? Aren't you gonna do something? No. Why would I? Don't you become angry? I said, yes, I'm sad, I'm angered. But I weigh things by Quran and Sunnah. This is something that Allah divinely decreed. Why would I go out of my way? And this is how we measure things. If I were to lose sleep for a month, worried about my university tuition fees, worried about my job, worried about my marriage, my kids to come, I would be the only one harming me, because everybody else goes to bed at 10 o'clock, they sleep like a baby. I'm the only one who's worried about something that I have no control over. Allah has divinely decreed and it's done. I do my due diligence. I work hard, I study hard, I try my level best, I write a good resume, I try to take courses that would benefit me. But at the end of the day, my heart is settled. I'm not always hyped and thinking and being deprived of sleep and rest. That's the difference between a true believer and someone who's not.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yes. Sheikh, is it permissible to ally with the Shias against the Jews and the Kuffar?
Is it allowed to do what?
To ally with the Shia against the Jews and the Kuffar, the Christians, the Americans, etc.?
Generally speaking, this is something to be discussed by the scholars who know the nature of such Shia. Shia are divisions and layers. Some of them are normal Muslims who have no ill intent against the Muslims or do not say anything that goes against Islam. But there are Shia that are disbelievers. They are hypocrites. They say evil things about Mother Aisha. They slander Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and the vast majority of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. They've distorted history. They say that the Quran we have is not perfect. There are surahs missing, and they put and add surahs to it. And they claim that the Mus'haf of Fatima is 70 times bigger than the one we have, and nothing from the one we have is in it. And they have expressed their hostility and animosity and hatred towards Islam since the beginning of time. As mentioned by Ibn Taymiyyah, that they are full-fledged hypocrites who hate Islam, and no calamity or fitna throughout history without finding their fingerprints and their impact and initiation of it from the Shia, from the Rafidah, to be correct and exact. So definitely such people are enemies of Islam. And whenever these enemies of Islam collide, the Jews and the Christians alongside the Rafidah, and they fight, we pray to Allah Azza wa Jal that Allah destroys one with the other. And we're happy when destruction happens to both, because they're all enemies of Islam, and their expression of hatred to Islam is obvious. Only blind people would overlook it. But we pray to Allah Azza wa Jal that He saves the Muslims, and that Allah Azza wa Jal protects them and takes them away from such tribulations and calamities. And we say, Allahumma ahlik al-zalimeen bil-zalimin wa akhrijna min baynihim salimin. Oh Allah, destroy the transgressions and the wrongdoers one by the other, and get us out of it safe and sound. Aliza from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, is it permissible for a woman to momentarily remove her niqab during an interview if she faces breathing difficulties while speaking, considering she is not wearing any makeup?
This interview is with whom?
Male,
Yes, why?
because she is facing difficulties, breathing difficulty while speaking.
Yani he's a physician, a doctor, or just a speaking therapist?
No, Sheikh. The interview is of job.
No, this is not permissible. That is not permissible for her to remove the niqab.